So here we are at the second of our 3 masterclasses on confidence. Now today we're going to be looking at body language. Well, the first thing to say is that this is such a massive subject area that I've run training courses that span several days on just this one subject area. So I'm just going to be scratching the surface, but there are 2 or 3 key points that I want to leave with you. Perhaps the first thing to say is that when we think of the confidence cycle, and how our thought processes and attitudes impact on our behaviours, which impact on the way that other people read and respond to us, and it can become either a positive or a negative cycle. What we're looking at here is actually breaking into that cycle with behaviours. At the end of the day, there are certain things that, almost regardless what we're thinking, if we actually do these things and behave in a particular way, people will respond to us in a particular way, and it feeds into a positive cycle. We behave in a confident way, people respond to us as if we are confident, therefore we become confident. You can call it fake it till you make it, you can call it a bit of acting, call it what you will, it's a really useful skill to master. So the first point that I would make is that in terms of developing confidence and developing the appearance of confidence, become a serious student of body language, because this is a really big area. I would really recommend buying a book on the subject. The author that I would recommend is Alan Pease, who's written some pretty definitive works on the subject, and he's a joy to read actually. He's very amusing, so that's always a benefit as well when you're looking at personal development and professional development books. Alan Pease, any of his books on body language. Become a serious student. The second thing is, almost invariably, the sort of signals that we're giving out through our body language are entirely subconscious. We don't even realise we're doing it. Somebody says something to us in an angry tone of voice, and before we realise what we're doing, it's, oh yeah? We have adopted a confrontational or an aggressive posture. It happens in the blink of an eye without us realising it. So the second key point is bring your body language from the subconscious to the conscious. Now this can be done in maybe 3 ways. The first is to really think to yourself, do you have any habitual gestures that you know you do? Do you, for example, sort of nervously tuck your hair behind your ear when you're talking to somebody that you don't know? A particular one for men is, do you put your hands in your pockets and jangle keys or change, loose change or something? Catch yourself. The second way forward with this is to perhaps ask close friends and family who you trust what they notice you doing. There might be some very useful pointers there. The key thing here is obviously not to become totally paranoid about the signals that you're giving out, but if you are giving away non-verbal signals that make you appear lacking in confidence, you will want to iron those out and replace them with more confident gestures. A third way forward on this particular point is actually to become something of a people watcher. Watch other people. Go to a coffee shop, enjoy a cappuccino, and just see what's going on amongst your fellow patrons. Often, by looking at the body language of other people, that can give you an insight into the signals that you yourself might be giving off. So that's the second point. Bring things from the subconscious to the conscious. The third thing is that confident people take space and time. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, a confident person will have a relaxed and open posture because physically they are taking up the space that they need. Lack of confidence can come across where somebody is trying to maybe make themselves smaller than they are. And when, on occasions, you get people who are puffing themselves up and try to take up too much space, that can come across as overconfidence and arrogance. The time factor there comes into play when we think about movement. A confident person will just take the time that they need to express themselves. Somebody who's nervous might appear, a little bit fidgety or be moving quickly. Again, that can betray a lack of confidence. Let me just give you an example here. I'm going to say the same phrase in 3 different ways. Yes, well, yeah, the project's proceeding according to plan, and it's going to be finished by the deadline date. Or, yes, the project's proceeding according to plan, it's going to be finished by the deadline date. Or, yes, the project's proceeding according to plan, and it's going to be finished by the deadline date. How do you read those 3 variations in body language? I'm guessing that you're actually going to distrust the first one because the person doesn't appear confident about what they're saying. They're making themselves smaller, they're using fidgety, uncomfortable gestures, they're nervously touching their face. The second one is a much more neutral and open posture, a confident posture. The third one, veering too far, I would suggest, to the other side. That can almost be arrogant or confrontational. Of course the project's going to be finished on time. What are you trying to tell me? That person might come across as insincere or perhaps exhibiting a little bit of bravado. So that's the third key point. Confident people take space and time. So just to recap on those 3 points there. First, become a serious student of body language. This is a really, really big area when it comes to feeling confident and expressing confidence. The second thing is bring body language from the subconscious to the conscious. Focus on it. Look at your own body language signals and have a look at what other people are doing as well. The third thing, if you want to appear confident, remember, confident people take time and space. Make a conscious decision to do those things.